Well, hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been quite a while. I decided that on my channel, it's going through a lot of iterations, it's going through a lot of changes. Currently, I've been deciding that, hey, I just want to talk about what I want to talk about. I look at my YouTube as like, what are things that I enjoy watching? What are videos that I enjoy watching? And a lot of it is just random videos about random shit that I find interesting. It doesn't necessarily have to be tied to one specific topic. It just has to be interesting. I thought about just randomly talking about a bunch of different things that some people may find a little interesting, or some people may not find interesting at all, but who cares? It's my YouTube channel. Drag Race Season 14. We're in the middle of the season, even though we're almost towards the end, but we have 7 girls left, and that's a lot. This season has been very interesting in terms of the dynamics. We just said goodbye to Jasmine Kennedy, which is unfortunate because I did enjoy her. She's one of our fantastic trans contestants. But right now we're at a top 7 of Willow Pill, Ingeria Paris Van Michaels, Deja Skye, Bosco, Lady Camden, Georges, Diabetti. Who's the last one? Oh my God. There's one more girl. Oh my God, there's one more girl. Did I name them all? Did I say Lady Camden? This is a very strong top 7. I think it's our most versatile one that we've had so far. I want to say almost in season 12, even though that was literally 2 years ago. The girls that I do think are going to reach the finale are all likable. I have a feeling it's going to be Camden, Bosco, Willow, and Ingeria. They're all very talented, and they all have strengths and weaknesses that we can all see as an audience. Now, the last 3, of course, are Deja, Georges, and Diabetti. Georges is on that last end of who is rootable. She's super likable. She's super sweet, super chill. She's a fantastic lip syncer. I just don't think she's necessarily performing in the challenges as well as she can. Granted, I will say this, she has done very, very well. She has a pretty decent track record so far. Deja Skye is also working her way up to the top half too. She has a couple low placements, she has a bottom placement, but she has a few high placements, and she has a win under her belt. I'm so glad that she was the one to actually get Snatch Game and really show up. Now, Diabetti is a very interesting person to me because Dia was someone who I originally started out liking a lot. I thought she was so charming. I thought she was so sweet. And over the course of the season, what the editors have given to us has been a bit interesting. Dia has gotten a very bitter edit, I want to say. I do think the edit can bury a queen a lot at times, but you do have to remember this too. So you have to be aware of what you say on camera. And I don't think Dia was maybe the most aware of what she said on camera. I do think she let the competition get the best of her, and it resulted in her coming across as very bitter and very opinionated, and oftentimes kind of like a hater. Do I think she is like that in real life? From what I've heard from people around Dia, I watch Mira Mangle, who is a Midwestern queen. She's met Dia, she knows Dia, and she says that Dia is a sweetheart. I do think the competition can bring out bad sides of you, and it brought out a very negative side of Diabetti that is not enjoyable, and is also amplified on the television screens. She's probably the most disliked queen so far we have in the competition. Her track record isn't the strongest. She's been mostly safe, with an elimination looming over her and a low placement, even though she does have a win and a high. I think when she compares herself to the other competitors, she looks pretty bitter. When she's comparing herself to herself, I think she has more of an introspective vibe. I do think she's at that point where she's like, I'm stuck under this crystal method umbrella and I need to break free from it. And she has been doing so, but it's been slow. And on top of that, it's almost the end of the competition. So I don't know. Dia has been a very interesting character in the competition. Do I think she's going to win? No. Do I think she's going to make it to the finale? Potentially. I do think the top 4 is going to be Willow, Camden, Bosco, and Ingeria. They're the most well-rounded in the cast. Now, my winner personally is Willow Pill. I think there's something so special about her. It's an Evie vibe where, like, regardless of like how many wins she got, there's something that's so special about her that I do think is going to push her to the finale, is going to make her have a win. Now for a quick recap of the girls that went. June Jambalaya, I don't think she was ready. Alyssa Hunter, she was okay. I saw her at, I think, Rocco's about a month ago, and she was good. She did play in another song, but she was all right. Orion Story, same as what I said in my preview before. Maddie Morphosis, loved her. Thought her personality was super sweet, super enjoyable. She is drag for cisgender heterosexual straight people. Yeah. Carrie Colby, I just think she needs mirror time. She needs to watch herself on this show and see where she can improve and see where she can bring her personality out more because she has it behind the camera. She has it in confessionals. For some reason, when that moving camera comes up, she loses it for some reason. And of course, Cornbread, as we know that Cornbread will not be joining us for our season 15, but she's a star. She will be back on All-Star season anytime soon. So at this point, we only have episode 12, 13, and 14, which are competitive episodes, 15, which is a reunion, and 16, which is the finale. So we'll be wrapping up quite soon. Camden, Willow, Bosco, and Jiria can potentially get another win. Even Georges can too. I don't see Daya or Deja getting another win. We only have 3 more competitive episodes with a potential winner, and 2 at the very least. Let's say if episode 14 is a remix, and it goes from like either a top 6 to a top 4 or a top 5 to a top 4, we may not get a winner. I do think the show put us at a very interesting position, though. It put us at a very even playing field. There is no clear front runner at this point. For us to be at a top 7, going from episode 11 to episode 12 is a lot. I do think someone could have left during Snatch Game. I do think someone could have left during the episode of Daytona Wins. We're reaching a period of Drag Race where it's just a lot of non-eliminations and not much happening, and it's starting to get kind of boring. We're in episode 11, episode 12. That's when it starts to like heat up again. But
it's chocolate.
We have a golden chocolate bar situation, and we don't know how that's going to play out. Yikes. My prediction about the finale is that I don't think Georges could potentially be in the top 4, because if Georges was in the top 4, she would win. She is the strongest lip syncer out of all the girls left. I hope I'm wrong. I love Georges. She became a favorite of mine, but it would be almost unfair to put her there because she would just wipe the rest of the top 4. Now, the golden chocolate bar has had an effect on this season. I do think this is fallout from All-Star 6 in terms of the game within a game. It needs to happen earlier. It needs to happen within episode 6 through 8. When this happens too late in the season, we completely don't care about the chocolate bar anymore. We're just over it. And we still have it looming over us. And we probably know who it's going to be used on, because they would not promote the chocolate bar if it wasn't going to be used in the season. To me, it low-key feels like UK season 3. I think with the elimination of Victoria Scone, it fucked things up. Same thing with Cornbread. Her elimination fucked things up. And now we're kind of suffering the ramifications of that one person being removed from the competition. It's just dragging on so much. I would be good if they didn't even use a chocolate bar situation, or even if they use a chocolate bar situation on the top 3. A girl from the top 3 had a chocolate bar and she stayed into the competition, and we went in with 1 winner and 2 runner-ups. It's a little bit too late to show your hands at this point, because it gets to a point where it's just overkill. Remember the Silky situation? We got that so late in the competition to the point where it robbed us of a potential winner of the crown with Trinity K. Bonet. We have to probably figure a way out of how to implement this while making the season have better pacing, because the pacing is starting to suffer because it's going on so long. Maybe we could have 15 queens. Maybe we could have 16 queens. We're hitting a lag, and it's starting to become very, very frustrating. And I don't want this to continue with season 15, season 16, season 17. I enjoy getting to know the girls. I don't enjoy getting to be bombarded with the girls to a point where it feels like I want a girl to go home, because that's not fair to them. I do think this twist will come back into consideration next year. I do think it'll be a different thing, but I do think they need to find a better way to implement it. If last year, if you don't realize, one of the reasons why it felt so long is because there was supposed to be a 14th queen to be in this season. She was about to film. She ended up getting disqualified because of her past. That's the reason why season 13 felt so slow in terms of beginning. And even though season 14, we have 14 queens, it's in that middle part where it's just starting to like drag. But so far, this season has been enjoyable. I think the charisma of the girls has been off the charts. I love every single queen from the season. Every queen has given me a moment I've enjoyed. Every queen has given me a moment where I've gotten to connect with them to a small degree. I want a bit of an older school feel of Drag Race in this new school feel that we have. Season 15 is probably going to be a very big season. I can see us having a big guest star. I want it to have a feel that is much more cohesive, homey, and that we feel connected to the cast. I think season 14 has a lot of good to it, but there's also a lot of room for work too. But season 14 as a whole, I would give it a 7.58 out of 10. I think the winner is going to be fantastic. I will do a video at the very, very end of the season of my recap of it. I'm rooting for a Willow, Ingeria, Bosco, or Camden win. I also love Georges. I love Deja. Dai can grow on me, but we're getting there. I know the camera changed a little bit because it fell. But thank you guys so much. I am so happy to be back on YouTube, and I plan to do these videos more often, at least like once or twice a month. Let me know what you guys want me to do. I do plan to do a video on one of my favorite video game series, Danganronpa. I'm so happy to be back on YouTube. I'm so happy to figure out my place in YouTube, and I'm so happy to figure out that I don't necessarily need to be a specific way. I can just be who I am on YouTube, and you guys are going to accept it. So, yeah. I hope to see you guys soon, and until then, Omar out.